Okay, so we are going to give this problem a shot. It's the approximate volume of the visible universe, which is assumed a sphere with a radius of about 14 billion light years, is 1.1 times 10 to the 31 cubic light years. If a single light year is 9.2 times 10 to the 17 centimeters, then how many cubic centimeters does the visible universe occupy? So the first thing that we have to do is we have regular centimeters, and we need to figure out cubic centimeters because it's asking us for that. So it says how many cubic centimeters. But the problem is what we have is we just have centimeters. So if we take, and we know that 1 light year is equivalent to 9.2 times 10 to the power of 17 centimeters. So what we need to do is to get cubic light years, and the way that we get cubic light years is we q something, or we take it to the power of 3. So if we take one side to the power of 3, we have to take the other side to the power of 3. And everything there, and that will then give us our cubic centimeters. So that means that we have to multiply everything in here times itself 3 times, which will give us 9.2 times 9.2 times 9.2 times 10 to the power of 17 times 10 to the power of 17 times 10 to the power of 17. And 9.2 times 9.2 times 9.2 is equal to 778.688. And 10 to the 17 times 10 to the 17 times 10 to the 17, we have 17 tens and 17 more tens and 17 more tens, which gives us a power of 10 to the 51. And that's not quite in the scientific notation yet, so we have to move the decimal. Since it's going 51 places to the right already, we're going to need to make it 7.78688 times 10, and since we moved the decimal two more places for it to move, it now has to move 53 places, so it's times 10 to the power of 53. And I'm just going to chop this off and call it 7.79. So that is 1 light year cubed is equal to 7.79 times 10 to the 53 centimeters cubed. So now that we have what 1 light year is, we don't have 1 light year. We have 1.1 times 10 to the 31 light years. So that means if we know that 1 light year is this much, 7.79 times 10 to the 53, we then need to figure out how much is 1.1. So the way that you get 1 to go to 1.1 is you would have to multiply this side times 1.1 times 10 to the 31. And what you do to one side, you do to the other, which means we're going to have to take this and multiply it by 1.1 times 10 to the 31 to keep all things equal. And that means we're going to then use our rules for multiplying with scientific notations, and we take 7.79 times 1.1 times 10 to the 53 times 10 to the 31 using the commutative property, and 7.79 times 1.1 is equal to 8.569 times 10 to the 84. And that's centimeters cubed. So 1.1 times 10 to the 31 light years cubed is equal to 8.569 times 10 to the 84 centimeters cubed. and that's a massive conversion issue. So thank you very much.